Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Bonolo. If you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, turn on your post notification bell, and become a part of my family. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I know I've been gone for a while. Hey, I've been busy guys, but I just thought of this. I've been wanting to record this video for a long time and I wanted my friend to join me on this, but it's just our schedules, are not, and I'm not getting the time to actually go see her or to invite her to come over to record this video. So I just thought, you know what, let me just record it while I still have the idea before it disappears, before I get preoccupied with other things and forget. So in today's video, guys, I am doing my Bolt experience, my horror Bolt experience. Like, I'm still traumatized, okay? Okay, so what had happened was, so I moved to Cape Town last year for work, and so basically what had happened was, I can't work from home, so I have to go into the office every day. And then that particular day, there was a taxi strike, which is currently what's happening right now in Cape Town. There's a taxi strike, and it's just like bad. So the place I was living at, I used to travel with taxis to work every day, and there was a taxi strike. So I tried requesting for an Uber, but there were no Ubers in my areas. I guess because of the taxi strike, the Ubers were elsewhere, so there was no Ubers in my area. So I decided, you know what, let me download the Bolt app. I have used Bolt before this incident, but it's not my go-to. Like, I just use Uber because I don't trust Bolt. I've heard the stories, and I just use it like under very like under circumstances like this, where it's like, hey, I don't have no other choice, and then I say a mini prayer nyana there, and I'm like, okay, let me request on Bolt. So I downloaded the Bolt app, and I was searching for rides, but I wasn't getting any. So I realized, okay, no, I'm gonna be late for work, but now I gotta tell the people at work, I gotta tell Bo, Bo bus, or I can't come in today. There's a taxi strike, typical, I don't want to say, hey, let me not say things. Like I was saying, I couldn't get into work, so I had to like notify them. So I texted, I was like, hey, my manager, like, hey, what's up? I can't come in. I'm gonna be a bit late for work today because of the taxi strike, and I can't find transport to get to work, and etc, etc, etc. So I knew this other girl at work, and I basically texted and I told her, look, they like, can you help me to get to work? Basically what's happening is, it's a taxi strike, there are no taxis, I can't find any rides in my area. Can you please try requesting from your side and see if you can find like a ride to accept me, like from wherever area she was in. Maybe she could have found a ride, I don't know, but we were just both trying to request at the same time. So she finds a ride, but on Bolt, and she sent me a screenshot of it. I think it was like a white Corolla, and there was some name there. I'm like, okay, cool. Okay, cool, like I get it. I'm waiting outside, like the guy's 5 minutes away, the guy keeps me posted, the guy's 2 minutes away, the guy is there. I'm like, no, the guy is not here. There's another car here, but it doesn't look like the one in the picture. It's a blue car. Like, it said white in the profile, white Corolla. It was a blue something else. I'm not well versed with cars, okay? But it was not a Toyota Corolla, and it was not white. It was a blue, I don't know what. It looked very sketchy and suspicious. I said, no, there's a car here, but it's not that one. And she's like, no, the guy says he's there, he's waiting. I'm like, someone else. So then the guy sees me like there with my phone, and he's like, hey, are you, the girl's name, let's just call her April. Are you April? I'm like, yes, I'm April, because April basically requested. Like, I'm like, yes, I'm April. Who are you? Like, what's your story? What's happening with you? And it's like, no, I'm your ride. I'm like, no, my guy, you are not my ride. My ride is, even I'm telling him my ride, and he's like, no, that is me. I'm like, no, it's not you. So now we get into like a debate of like, you don't look like this guy, your car is not like this, your face is not like it's not you. This guy gets so pissed, guys. He is like, so I'm also not very good with conflict and fighting. I just kept quiet. He started yelling at me like, yeah, it's me, what's wrong with you, get in the car, and blah 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 blah. And it was just like, I was like freaking out, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be late for work. Like, I have to get to work. And now that I think about it, think about it now, I would not have done my thing, because I went into his car. But like, think about it now, like, that was stupid. I shouldn't have done that. But anyway, I just really didn't want to get late for work. And plus, I just started work, so you can't get leave in like the first 6 months or just take off or work from home. We're not allowed to do that. So like, I was really scared. I didn't want to get late for work. I was already late. It was like 20 to 8. you know, and he's shouting at me and stuff, like he's really mad. Now I'm like, okay, like I look at the time, I'm like, ish, but he says it's him, but it's not him. But his justifications, he's like, no, the car, what? No, you know, that's me, but it's just like, this is my, I'm like, you don't look like this guy. No, that is me. And like, guys, I don't know why, but I went into that guy's car. I was praying, I was like, yo, Jesus, please now, be with me. I get into his car. Like, I first check out the back seat and I get into the front, you know, because in the front, at least I can fight for my life. But at the back, I don't I don't really know what happens at the back. Like, I only sit in front so I can fight for my life. So I basically got into the car and he started driving. Oh, now I'm starting to freak out because I know the route to work. I travel to work by taxi every day, and if not by taxi, I've taken Ubers a couple of times to work. Like, I know the routes to take. There's only a few ways you can get there. This guy was going, guys, he was going other ways. I'm like, no. And he be like, nah. I get into his car and we still arguing about the fact that it's not you. Why are you doing this? Are you kidnapping me? Like, I even said, like, are you trying to kidnap me and sell me for parts? Like, what is your end goal? Like, and he was Somalian. No, ooh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm not saying anything about Somalian people. I'm just saying that, like, I was like, this guy wants to sell me for parts. You know, plus they're good at sales. Like, he can negotiate. Like, he's gonna get, like, I'm quite thick. So, like, there's a lot of meat. Like, he'll get proper prices, whatever. But I was telling him, I was like, no, you can't do this. You can't yell at me and stuff. And he's trying to calm down. And I'm like, but you're not the person in the picture. And for all you know, you're trying to steal me. And he's like, what's wrong with you? Why don't you understand that, you know, I've had issues with this, and the car is in repairs and what. And I'm just like, yo, dude, this is very suspicious. And then also, like, you're taking another route to work. Now I'm telling him, I'm like, where are you going? Like, this is not the way to work. Like, where are you going? And he's like, no, there's traffic that side because of the strike and what. I'm like, okay, let's go. Rather go sit in the traffic. I don't feel comfortable with you going this side. So now we're arguing. Now he shouts me again about the way that he's going and like, why am I like this? And he knows what he's doing. He's been driving, etc. So I'm just sitting there. But guys, literally, I'm holding onto my bag and my phone. I'm just like, am I gonna jump out? What am I gonna do? I don't know where we're going. This doesn't seem like the way to get to work. It turns out that that was another way to get to work. I apologized to him for that. I was like, okay, maybe you are taking me to work, because we ended up at work that day. But yo, I was so scared, y'all. I was like freaking out. I was like, yo, this guy. So basically, it's not a horror story. It's just like the whole interaction was very like bad. And I told that girl, I was like, please don't ever, don't ever. It's fine. I don't do that. I don't do Bolt. I don't, etc. I now do Bolt, right? I think it's better now because again, availability of Ubers and being late for places. I do Bolt, but I don't go into cars that don't look like what they say anymore. I'm just like very suspicious. I'm very I pay attention, not suspicious. I pay attention to the detail of the car, and I ask, and I can just cancel. Now I'm more bold enough to be like, cancel. But most of the time I use Uber, so that is my horror story. We ended up making it to work. We ended up laughing about it at the end because when we got there, he was like, "Look, I was like, we are here," and I was like, "Yeah." And he was laughing like, I went. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Ain't this girl? But I was like, you can't do this. But like, you could see the way he was fighting me was from a point of like, he's been fighting people about this a lot of times. Like, I'm like, do something. Look like what you look like. You should look like, get like, update the profile, you know. But I think he's paying someone for the profile and stuff. Walter's very suspicious. Yeah, so I guess I didn't die. No one tried to kidnap me or anything like that, but it was a bit suspicious, and I'm just like, Bolt. Not. Are they gonna take down my video for posting this? But it's just like a review. Like, my honest review is that that was messed up, and Bolt should do something to verify the people that they register on the app. But I don't know what like control they can put in place to ensure that they don't like sell profiles and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Or maybe we can comment there, like, instead of giving the 5 stars, we're like, 1 star does not look like is the, then Bolt can pick that up and be like, okay, deregister this profile or something like that. But or they can do like a verification thing. You know how when you use the Invigilator app for writing exams, you have to take pictures and like give them proof of like you are writing by yourself. They can do something like that, like once a week, like send a picture of yourself. Is it you? Send a picture of your car, something like that. Just Do something because I am lucky that my story is not like the other people's, but do something, Bolt. Do something. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this. Please comment down below again if you have shared the same encounters or experiences with Bolt or Uber. And yeah, I'll engage with you guys on it. Have a good week. Goodbye.